Hello and welcome to today's episode of Leadership Dialogue, the show where we go beyond headlines to explore the decisions, challenges and visions shaping today's leaders. From leadership to politics to business, governance to social impact, we bring in-depth conversations with the people driving change in Nigeria and beyond. My name is Omotola Adeleke. Today, our focus will be on local government administration and how it affects especially the grassroots. Ahead of the February 21, 2026 FCT area council election, aspirants are actively making their case to win the electorate's confidence. We have a guest in our midst, the African Democratic Party chairmanship aspirant for the Abuja Municipal Area Council election, Honorable Elizabeth Osavize. Richard, you're welcome to the program, madam.
Thank you.
Honorable, we are thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
And I hope you're ready to share your insights, your plans, and of course, perhaps some secrets with us.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready, but I must first of all make a correction.
Okay.
Yes, it's Action Democratic Party.
Action Democratic Party, we're so sorry about. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get straight up to the point. First of all, as the aspirant for the African Democratic Party, the Action Democratic Party,
thank you.
What do you intend to bring to the table?
Well, I want to believe that in today's leadership and politics, we've gone beyond ordinary what are the necessities of life. The youth on the street, their incessant call for a change and the need for improvement in our economy. I've been a youth, a woman, a wife. I've fallen into the categories of youths or Nigerians who are crying loudly, asking for change, for something different from the ordinary, from something different from what every politician will walk up to us to tell us they have to offer us. Because of that, we should give them their vote. Being a woman, I understand the analogy of change. From being a girl child, a lady, like that. I can understand the plight of the youth, plight of the parent, who are the father, the mother. And being a woman, I know much about womanhood. Then having a child in the house, I know what their pains, and I feel the pains even beyond what any other man can feel. So these are the areas that prompt my coming up and thinking deeply, sitting down with my team to think about what exactly do we have to offer. Every other politician will walk up to the people and ask them to vote them. If they vote them, Abuja is dirty, they will provide road, empowerment, upgrading of primary education, upgrading of health centers. Look, we've gone beyond that because these are naturally our right.
Things we should expect
naturally. That is not the reason why you should ask anybody to vote, because it's not my money, it's not their money. This provision, the allocation that are made for those purposes, are contribution from every Nigeria, and in turn we should be able to give them that social amenities that they deserve.
Okay, let me quickly put it in this word. If it happens that you eventually win this election,
yes,
in your first 100 days in office, what is going to be your focus?
My first focus is to address the issue of education at the primary health center and empowerment. Those are going to be my first focus. Why did I say so? Because during the course of going around this 12th ward in Amak, we discovered that there are a lot of primary schools that are dilapidated. In fact, it might surprise you that in one of the primary schools, they only have 2 classrooms. Primary 1, primary 2 to primary 6 attend lesson in these 2 classrooms that need immediate attention. Provision of additional classroom for this. Okay? And there is no even restroom there. upgrading of our primary education. Then the health center. We have some community that are above 5,000 residents there, and there is no health center there. That become a major of priority in my first 100 in office, to make provision for the upgrade of the primary education, to make provision for the upgrade of the health center, to start looking inward into our youth who are on the street, who are graduates. Then provision of vocational center where they can learn skill acquisition and start becoming useful to the society. In my very first 100 days in office, I intend to target those areas first.
From your honest review, what do you think the incumbent local government, chairman is not doing right now that you're sure that you will do once you go in, if it happens that you go in?
Yes. Let me first of all tell you that in his own capacity, he must have tried. But what we are asking for is more. To face the reality of the day, to take the youth off the street, to provide security, to provide job. Come up with something that can generate employment, not necessarily the white collar job. Okay, because if you want to look by it, the rate of graduates in the society and those artisans, you cannot engage all of them, you cannot give them white collar job. But you can make provision for other alternative work, like the skill acquisition. Agriculture is there, generating employment through war against the discipline, generating employment through the vocational center. We have in our plan to ensure that in our very first year, going to second year in office, we want to reduce unemployment rate in NAMAC within 10% to 20%.
So are we saying the incumbent local government chairman is not doing enough to address these things?
Oh, it's visible there. We can see it. There is nothing hidden. Nobody should deceive anybody. He's there. How many employment can he say they have generated? How many youth have been off the street? Let me tell you, when you take care of unemployment rate, first you take the youth off the street. Second, you provide security, because when they have something to do, they will think less of other things. Now, you will also reduce rate of poverty. You will also improve our economy. Like the agriculture that I was telling you about. The agriculture, which I might not be able to give you all the full data, but it's one of our major priority to use to generate employment in AMAC.
So are you saying these things are not existing right now under this present administration?
Yes, you can see it there. I don't know if there is anyone you maybe been on your seat, you can tell us that is there. It is not in my position to come here and reveal what or what not, but I am telling you that the youth in AMAC are crying. They are asking for change. They are asking for something that is way, way beyond construction of road, solar street light. They are asking that they want to enjoy the dividend of democracy. They are asking that if going to school can no longer pay them, give them job, then it's better they stay off school. Even the other side, for the artisan, you can discover that you have a lot of graduates that are drivers. They go back to learn one work or the other skills. Fine. Maybe what they get in that skills is even way, way above what the white collar job would do for them. But where is the provision? There is supposed to be a technical school. Those days, you see this one that they call architect now, there are draughtsmen. They're learning from the technical schools. If we can bring to life our vocational center, not just doing that, where you can see that some of our youth can even learn some word, some hand skill within a month, like laying of ties, POP, the ratio, the material that is required. You are talking about makeup for the women. You are talking about other hand work that they can do that can increase their earning, that will make them to be supportive to their parents, and they cannot live by themselves. If they still choose to go into the university, they cannot fund themselves.
But let me quickly put in this word, right? Politically, do you think you're capable and you're popular enough to defeat the incumbent local government chairman?
Yes, thanks for that question. What is going on in our society now? It's not about a political, but it's who has the capacity.
Okay.
Who have the capability? Who can rule with empathy? who knows what is the pains of the youth, what is the reality of the day. See, idea rules the world. If you don't have it, then your money become useless. If you don't have it, your leadership will become useless. You must be able to look into the society to see what the youth need, what the women need, what can improve the economy of Nigeria, what can improve the economy of the local government. And if you don't start it from the local area, let me say from the world, where you have councillors, then it will not go high. The president is there, he's doing his bit. But from the local area, we must do our own part.
The grassroots.
The grassroots. And that starts from the councillors to the local government chairman, then you forge ahead to the states. If we can all look at the reality of the day, work on what needs to be done, then the rate of crime in our community will reduce. The rate of unemployment will reduce. There will be food security.
You know, talking about the rate of crime, now there's this trending issue, especially even in the whole of Abuja, and I'm sure it affects the people of Amak as well. You know, the issue of drug abuse. How do you intend to solve that problem?
Yes, you start talking about the issue of drug abuse because these youth are jobless. They don't have anything to do. If you get to have one-on-one interaction with them, you will see it that it is what our people call an idle man is the devil's workshop. They don't want to be like that, but they don't have something doing. And that is the change that I am bringing on the table to generate employment way close to 7,000 to 10,000 during my administration if I'm being voted into office.
Okay.
Because to reduce crime rate, first is employment. Take our youth off the street. They will start thinking right when they have means of income.
Okay.
So with that, you can reduce the rate of crime. Then we want to also ensure that we create job opportunity by introducing Amak security.
Okay.
To be trained either by
like a local security in Amak. Okay.
In Amak. Look at every community. You have a lot of community on the, let's say, Nyanya. You have a lot. You have Jukwe. You have other places like that. So in Gui, in Kabusa ward, the security that you are going to engage to oversee that community, you can't be looking at 10, 20. When you take all of a sudden, you call the traditional institution to wake up and come, let's dialogue. What are the challenges facing your community? In every community is made up of different tribes. You have the Bagi, you have Basa, you have Igbo, you have Hausa, you have Yoruba, you have a lot of them. And all this individual tribe has their gatekeeper, who are their king, chief, Onogba, Hakimi, and so on and so forth. So if we can bring all these people on table to discuss a way forward to improve their community, you will find out that at the end of the day, when we are going to start generating this employment, so we will call all these chiefs, bring from your community people that need employment. Bring from your community who need employment. Let's assume we want to employ like 200 youth. You have 10 chiefs. You divide it.
But what would be the criteria to even employ these people? Because we would expect it not to be a case of giving guns or weapons or ammunitions to the wrong hands. Now, you mentioned, employing some of these people to reduce the use of drug abuse.
Yes.
Don't you think that might be giving, some of this sophisticated and sensitive equipment to people who are already used to drugs?
No.
Okay.
The employment is not only on the area of security.
Okay.
Yes. And if they are to be trained, that is why I said we will be making use of the gatekeepers, who are the traditional institutions. If I want somebody that can secure my environment, I think the right person to walk up to is the traditional institutions. They know our men, they know our youth. They can vouch for them. Okay. Than to just throw up a call for employment at the public place.
Okay.
So if you make use of the gatekeepers, they will be able to nominate or assign people that can fit into their category, trusted, then this will also start helping various community to start having to link back to their grassroots.
Okay, quickly,
Yes.
it is believed that women are better managers. Now, I'm leading you into accountability. How will the people hold you accountable if you fail?
Yes.
If eventually you win?
Thank you. You see, if you look at my manifesto, you will see that I said I want to introduce a new model of administration, which is going to be transparency. Transparency. If everything we're going to be doing is going to be on air, what comes in, the allocation for each of the project as it comes, they are being implemented as it's supposed to be. I don't think that there will be any need for anybody to come and say they want to hold me accountable for anything, because what comes in, you see it in reality being applied to what it is. Like the primary education has allocation. The road construction has allocation.
And all this will be made public.
It will be made public. It will be made public. This brought me back to the issue of these gatekeepers, who are the head of various community. The allocation budget will be submitted. It's there. What is meant for water should go for water. What is meant for road construction should go for road construction, primary, health, and empowerment, including scholarship. It is when you fail to deliver what was granted for the project that people start questioning what is going on. But if you are very transparent enough and accountable for each of these projects, then I don't think there will be need for that at the end of the day.
All right. So let's talk about local government autonomy. I've been able to speak with some local government chairmen in the past about the use of state and local government joint accounts. I've had different opinions. Now, let me state this to you. Do you think it should continue? Is it even beneficial? Because it's been passed it's been ordered by the Supreme Court that, come on, give local government their autonomy. But it seems some local government chairmen don't even have an issue with the joint account of the state and the local government. What do you think about that?
That is where the issue of being transparent and the accountability comes in.
Okay.
I think the local government should be able to run on their own. There shouldn't be a joint account at all. Because if you have a budget or an allocation for some project to be carried out at the local area, and you are able to carry out those projects as it's supposed to be, you should be held responsible to account for it. And by the time you end up your tenure in office, you should also be probed. Yes, regarding the allocation that is being issued, budget you raise for some certain project. But if it is combined with the state, how? Then that is where you will start seeing some kind of discrepancy. People, you will not be able to account for what it's supposed to be. But let's independent.
Some state government will say, I wouldn't call the state, but I've heard a state government who came out to say, if we give these people money like that, if we allow them to just take the old FAC allocation like that, they will misuse them. They will pocket these monies and not even do stuffs for the grassroots. What do you think about that?
That is not true. And that is why you see youths are calling for change. Because in the bit of doing that also, they are preventing even the local government chairman to act, to even single-handedly carry out that project without having to go back to the state before those projects will be carried out. You see, sometimes there's a need for allocation, money to be released for a project, and it's being dragged. Then the project will linger, and another year will come. Another budget will be raised. They can't account for that. Allow them to run on their own. Then, at the end of the tenure, in fact, they should be transparent. That is it. Any project, the allocation, like if I am being voted into that office, every allocation, if it is within the abeyance of law, will be announced. Yes, for each of the projects, the way the projects are being assigned out, the stage of the project, how it's going, everything will be public.
Okay.
Yes. You will see. So the issue of saying that if you give them that huge amount of money, they will pocket it. It's because of what has been happening. That is the narrative we are trying to change. Allow us to run by ourselves.
You've been in the politics of AMAC for a while now, because I would want to believe that's the way it is for you to come out to want to be an aspirant to be the chairman of AMAC. You've been in the politics, internal politics. Do you think there's a level of corruption in the incumbent local government area, especially as it has to do with politics right now under this administration?
All right. If you are asking me that, before you can ascertain corruption, for me to just come out like that and say that there is corruption in AMAC is not right.
Okay.
Until it's proven. Yes, until it's proven. So I will not say there is corruption and there is no corruption as I'm sitting right in front of you now.
You're indifferent about it.
Yes, but what I'm saying is that there is a lot that needed to be done, that AMAC need to be guided. AMAC need to be purposeful. Yes, AMAC need a change. AMAC need to be better. The people residing in AMAC, look, let me tell you something. If you happen to take a tour around the 12th ward, maybe you will be wondering, were allocation actually given out for this project or not? Then you start looking at the inside to find out if this thing is supposed to be addressed or not. Because in the local area, no road, no water, primary school, health. What is going on? What is going on? It's there. It's there. Like I said, I will be indifferent because until it is proven, I cannot sit right here and tell you that
all right,
corruption is ongoing on.
All right, thank you very much, Honorable Elizabeth. Quickly, let's go on a short break. And of course, we will be right back. Don't forget to like, follow, and share at LJE News. We will be right back.
Welcome to LJE Studio, where creativity meets production excellence. Whether you're shooting a podcast, hosting a live stream, recording interviews, or bringing your next big idea to life, we've built the perfect space for you. Everything you need to create premium content is right here. Come record, come create, come be inspired. Visit www.ljenigeria.org/LJE-studio or call 0705-245-3714 to book your session today. Welcome to LJE Studio, where creativity meets production excellence. Whether you're shooting a podcast, hosting a live stream, recording interviews, or bringing your next big idea to life, we've built the perfect space for you. Everything you need to create premium content is right here. Come record, come create, come be inspired. Visit www.ljenigeria.org/LJE-studio or call 0705-245-3714 to book your session today.
All right, you're welcome back. Don't forget, this is still Leadership Dialogue, and we'll still have a focus on local government, administration. We're still here with the Action Democratic Party chairmanship aspirant for the Abuja Municipal Area Council election coming up on February 21, 2026, and that's, of course, next month. Honorable, I have this question in mind, and it just came to me right now. I've had complaints a couple times of the issues of contract racketeering. We've had issues of ghost workers, just giving jobs because you're connected to this person at the local government level. How do you intend to resolve that issue?
You see, at the local government level, I will not say that is true, and I will not say that is not true, because behind every news, there are atom of truth in it. But I think that is wrong.
Okay.
It's totally wrong.
So you don't think some
Yes.
people are given jobs just because they know
That is
people,
exactly
and
what
the
I'm
people who
saying.
deserve it don't even get these jobs?
It is wrong. If I am being voted into office, I will put a stop to that. There won't be ghost worker, and employment will be based on merit.
Irrespective of your tribe in the local government.
Irrespective of my tribe, both the contract, both the job, both those that are even in office. And let me tell you, even in the office, that's AMAC staff, I'm going to give much more priority to them to ensure that they are being promoted as doing due, and those who deserve it should get it, not based on whom you know. No, that shouldn't be it. That shouldn't be it. That's not transparency.
Okay.
Okay. If I emerge as AMAC chairman, the whole process that is supposed to be taken for you to gain employment, that same process will be followed duly. Yes, nothing like somebody is sending 10 people. Yes, we know, we used to hear the story. It's happened like that. They will just give you give slots out. Slots should be open to all Nigerians.
Okay, so what's your
Yes.
let's get to this point. I would want to go to the FCT minister directly. What communication link do you have with the minister of the FCT? I believe the people of AMAC will want to know what communication link, because perhaps they would expect you to be able to communicate with him directly, especially when there are challenges in AMAC.
Look, if I emerge, I believe that's what you are trying. What
Yes, if you
communication line
emerge,
if
yes.
I emerge,
But right now, do you have a communication link with him?
not at all.
Okay.
Not at all, even though there are rumors in town that he's financing me. I have not even met him one-on-one before. We've not met. I have not seen him. I have not spoken with him. Yes. But I want to assure you one thing, that if I emerge, I am going to work with all government office that is required to make AMAC purposeful. Yes. Because I cannot operate independently as well. This is FCT, this is the seat of the president. This AMAC house all the ministers, house the president, house all the other parastatals and government offices. So if I emerge, I am going to make sure that the relationship is good, and I am going to work with all of them to make sure that AMAC is placed where it's supposed to be and purposeful.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Honorable. Thank you so much for your contributions. Thank you so much for your insight, and thank you so much for your opinions on some matters as well. So that brings us to the end of today's edition of our Leadership Dialogue. Once again, Honorable Elizabeth Richards, we appreciate your effort and your coming to the studio. All right. So I want to appreciate every one of you, the listener, the viewers out there. We appreciate your time and thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, and share at LJE News. But before I go quickly, lest I forget, I believe you want to wrap up your thoughts. There were some things you probably skipped, while, answering and responding to some questions. So what would you say in conclusion to all you have said today?
Yes. What I want to say in conclusion is that the youth of Nigeria, I'm calling out to you, the women, the men, for everyone who have been clamoring for change. If you sit right in your house, in the corner of your house, this change will never take effect. And I think that the youth should grow out of being bought over. It is high time that we stop selling our birthright to politicians. We need to come out, we need to speak. I come across a lot of youths on the street who feel that they don't want to vote again because their vote doesn't count. I want to reassure you that your vote really counts. Your voice speak louder than you can imagine, because it is out of that I stand up as a woman who can understand your pain, who has been on the street also, who is a mother, who knows the pains of what the mothers are going through regarding their children, not being in school, youths being at home, turning your life upside down, you don't know which way to go, trying to run out of the country. No, the reason why we need to stay back, we need to change it. From when I was a kid, I've been hearing that youth are the leaders of tomorrow, but even up to now, youth are not the leader. We grow old and our children grow old and we're still in the same stage, running around the cycle. If you don't come out, if you don't take a bold step to vote the right person, there is a kind of vote that you will vote that nobody can rig your election. I want to assure you that AMAC election is being coordinated by INEC itself. And I have this full trust in INEC. Yes, I have full trust in INEC that AMAC election is not going to be rigged. I want to assure you one thing. It's not about the normal necessity of life that we all are looking at, that any politician should walk up to you to tell you that if you vote me into office, I will upgrade primary health care, I will upgrade primary education, I will construct road. No. What do they have to offer?
But are you not going to do these things?
That is exactly what I'm telling you. That it's not negotiable.
Okay.
It's not negotiable. That's what I'm saying to you. That this thing has to be done. And we should not form basis of any politician asking you to vote them. Let me tell you, the day the Nigerian youth, the day AMAC resident stand up to vote the right person into office without being bought over, without selling their birthright, that day they will have the voice. Their voice will be heard so loudly that when they vote somebody into office in place of leadership and the person fail to perform, they can vote their person.
All right. Maybe we would have maybe we would have a part 2 of with you, because it's almost looking like we're going to a second round of leadership dialogue today. But we appreciate you so much. Of course, we'll probably have you back on the show.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And perhaps if it happens that the electorate trust and vote for you, we'll still have you back, to give testimonies and also assure them of what you've assured today.
Of course. Please, the party is Action Democratic Party. I'm no longer an aspirant. I'm a candidate.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a candidate.
Oh, thank you very much for the correction.
And our logo is an open book. Yes, our logo is an open book. ADP. Come out and vote massively. Your voice is your power.
All right, thank you very much. Once again, to the listener and the viewer out there, thank you very much. Don't also forget to drop your comment and like, share, follow at LJE News, also at LJE Nigeria on all social media platforms. My name is Omotola Adeleke. Bye for now.